I want to share with you all something which this is my first time sharing in Singapore. Okay, so the reason why I took so long to share this testimony because I love my mother very much. Okay, and what I'm going to tell you is that I didn't tell her even until today. Okay, so in case you all are recording this, I would appreciate you don't send to my mom or the social media actually. Okay, so about 1.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with UTI. So I went to my GP, and my GP said, hey, it's very strange for a man to get UTI. Not many men get UTI, mostly it's a woman. So he said that if it happens again, then it could be something serious. So I was really afraid, I hope it won't happen again. And he gave me antibiotics. So I took, it was cured. Okay, but 3 months later, it came back, this UTI again. So I went to see him again and said, I have to send you to a urologist. And we went to Changi Hospital. So after a series of tests, he did CT scan, and he did blood test, PSA test, and he found out that I have prostate cancer. So when I got prostate cancer, I was devastated because I'm all along I'm in health food kind of thing. I said, how can I be the one to get cancer? You know what I mean? And then so I asked my doctor. I said, so what's next? So he says, maybe you can do a biopsy, and then after that we see what stage you're in, and then we do a radiotherapy, possibly chemo. So I said, it's like the first time hearing this, right? It's so easy because when I hear of people getting cancer, I always tell them, hey, don't go for chemo, don't go for radio and all that. It's so easy to advise people of this, right? Yeah, but when you get it, it's a totally different thing. It's a totally different feeling, tell you. And then you're saying, oh, it's like a death sentence. Then I tell myself, what am I going to do? So in that few minutes that I had to come across, I told the doctor, say, I think I'm not ready. I need a second opinion. I need to go back. So when I went back, he told me that, okay, you take the time to think about it. I'll give you a 3-month appointment. Appointment 3 months later. So I went back and I tell myself, how am I going to tell my family? So I only told my wife and my kid, and I also discussed with my close friend Janet and James. Okay, so I was saying, so what I'm going to do about it? So somehow we came up with the conclusion that I should. Maybe what brought me all along to get this cancer probably due to my diet. You are what you eat, right? Very simple. So because of that, I decided to go into juicing. Okay, and I never liked vegetables. I always eat meat. So I switched the whole thing around. Okay, and I took only raw vegetables and I eat vegetarian. Okay, and then of course in front of my friends, because I don't want them to know, right? So I won't be the spoil sport. I still eat the meat when I'm out with them. But once I'm alone or at home, I will just vegetarian. Okay, then I up all the supplements that those other MLM company has. Wow, everything go in. Clean water, redox, whatever not you are telling. I think every month is about probably over close to $2,000 a month. Okay, so here and there. So then after that, 3 months later, I went back. And then the doctor checked the PSA test again. He said, the reading went down a bit. Then he says, he still wants me to go through the process because it's a numbers game, I guess, for them. So I thought that since he went down, I should go ahead with my dieting and all that. So I rejected him again, and then he said, so he's like a bit not so happy. So he said, okay, 3 months later you come back. So 3 months later, I came back again, hoping this time it will go drastically. The whole market went up. Oh, so it's like, oh, the whole heart sank, and I tell myself, oh, maybe God wants to take me home. I just don't know what to do. And then, so I just talked for a while, and I thought that I need to believe in God, and I will carry on. And I told him I refuse his treatment. So he was a bit angry with me, and then he says, okay, then you don't come and see me until 6 months later. So he kind of put me off. So I went back And I was telling my close friends, James and Janet, and somehow Janet came in contact with one of our good friends in Hong Kong, and then he said, why don't you try this stem cell patch from LifeWave X39? Then I was saying, buy lah, since he every time bugging her, right? So, so I said, no harm trying. I'm so used to MLM, right? So we bought a packet, and then I started patching. So during this patching process, I find that a lot of people like to say this to me also. Nothing leh, I feel nothing leh, right? So for me also, I don't really feel much. I don't feel anything actually, other than small things. Over the next few months, I realized, okay, like my nails growing very fast, and it's very hard also. Hard until my old nail clippers broke actually. Yeah, so I had to buy new nail clippers. So with that, the small things, okay, and then the best thing I realized is that my bowel system very smooth. Okay, I always tell Janet, James that the two things I fear most is cannot shit and cannot sleep. Okay, so somehow that's why I find good peace very important. So now my bowel system is very smooth. Okay, I hardly need to force myself really. Okay, another thing is my hair. You all see I got white hair, I got much whiter, nicer hair the last time, but now I got little black hair coming out, which is not to my liking. And then the other thing I have is also, okay, when I see the bright lights like that, right, or in the sky, right, I used to see floaters flying around. And now the floaters has disappeared. Okay, so it's so amazing that you don't even realize until you, where the floaters, where did he go? These kind of things. Okay, then came April this year, which is my 6 months time frame, right? So really pray hard, and when I went in and do my test, he says I'm cancer free.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're also not sure. Like, are you sure? I said, how can it disappear, right? So I said, why you give me another 6 months? He said, no need lah, but I tell you what, I just give you another annual checkup. Okay, so to my next year is my annual checkup. And I'm so grateful. I felt that God gave me a second chance in life, and because of this, I vowed that I will share to as much people as I can on this LifeWave lectures. Thank you very much.